Hi honeys, today I am going to fix y'all some fried pork chops and some fried tater cakes. I had some leftover mashed potatoes and I just hate to see anything go to waste. So that's where we're going to start at today. Now, okay, I add me a little bit of flour to this bowl. Now this is for my pork chops, okay? Now, just add your little onion powder. Not a whole lot, you don't need a whole lot. And this is pork and chicken seasoning, okay? Just add you a little bit down in there. And some smoked paprika, okay? Add you a little in there. And naturally, we gotta salt it and pepper it. Take your clean hands, clean hands. I always say clean hands. And I don't know about you all, but I always wash my meats. Now, what I do from this point, I got my grease pretty hot. That way it'll make a good sear on the outside of this. I'm gonna stick this in here. Because we want it sort of seared up here a little bit. This will make it yummy. Now, you know, I always tell you all when you cook, to each its own. If you don't like the onion powder, don't put it. If you like garlic, put it. But this is just Katie's recipes, okay? And Katie's a pretty good cook. Now, what I'm going to do is this. Hang on, okay? Let me set that over. Now, I am going to fry that hard for about a minute. And I'm going to put a lid on that, okay? And it's going to simmer. I'm going to turn it down. Probably to about medium low. And I'm going to let that fry real slow. And that's what makes them real tender with the lid on it now. And then I'll come back in about 15 minutes and turn it over and do the same thing. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do here with my tater cake, this is leftover mashed taters. Okay? Let me set that off for a minute. I think that's getting too hot. Okay. Put a little pepper in it. Okay? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe a dash of salt, because I've already salted them, you know, when I prepared them. Now, I always do this to make sure there ain't no eggshells that fall in it. We don't want no eggshells in it, okay? Now let me do it. No, I didn't put none in there. I'm going to put in a couple of eggs, okay? I got me some paper towels. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut me up some onions right here, okay, babies? Just cut you up some onions. And this, my family loves potato cakes. And I tell you what, you can also do this with sweet potatoes. And when I do this with sweet potatoes, I like to put green pepper in it also. It makes it really good. Okay? I like mine sort of diced a little thinner. I've got a cutter. Now, let me show y'all something. You got to add a little flour to this. Now, I can't tell you how much, because it depends on how much taters you're fixing. I guess it's just the feel and eye of it. Ugh, I should have had a spoon in this, but it's my cook in my house. And my hands are clean, guys. I always make sure that my hands are very clean when I cook. A clean cook is a good cook. It don't matter what kind of home you live in, a rich home, a fancy home, a trailer, a poor home, you can be clean with your cooking. And you got to stir this up. I think I need a little bit more onions. I do. I like a lot of onions. That's actually what flavors your food. You know what I mean? I got my pork chops over there frying. Guys, if you've got leftovers, use them. Don't throw it out. Times are too hard. You know, times are just too hard to just waste your food. I'm going to show you the consistency. This actually, oh, let me put my oil back on there. This actually needs to be, you don't want it too over thick, you don't want it real runny. Do you? I think I'm about there. And if you get it too thick, just add your little milk or something. Maybe even a little water. But that egg what holds it together, okay? Ooh, God, them onions, honey. But about like this. About like mashed potatoes, okay? Let me scoop this back. Now I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to show you, okay? Let me see if I can bring it closer. You can see better. Okay? Let me drop the bite in to see. Yeah, it's about there. So like I said, and I'm going to tell you something too. When I put my pork chops in here, I like to add a little bit more pepper. I'm a pepper girl. Now, all I'm going to do is drop this in that hot oil. See how it's frying? And I pat mine down a little bit. And I'm going to let that fry real good until it's crisp. You'll be able to tell. And don't overcrowd it. You want it to get brown around the edges. That'll be key in that pan. And don't move them. Don't move them. Just let it fry. See there? Let it fry until you see brown around the edges. And then you can turn it over and do the same thing. And then you'll have your good dinner for your family, okay? Use your leftovers. Don't waste them. Don't waste nothing anymore. Times are too hard, ain't the children? Okay, now this is Katie coming from her little old Kentucky kitchen. Try these little recipes, okay? I love you, folks. Have a good day.